I want to share a story with you. A story of Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And this story of Umar al-Khattab, it's a very, very brilliant story, very, very relevant story to what we're living through today. And that is the story in which a man came to Umar al-Khattab. He said, I have a daughter. She was in Jahiliyyah, in ignorant times. And during these ignorant times, she ended up having a child outside of marriage. And then she tried to kill herself because she was regretful and remorseful about what happened. And then what happened? I ended up saving her life. She took a knife, tried to slit herself to death. I ended up saving her life by the leave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and now she's of age for marriage, and men are coming to me and they are saying, we would like to get married to her. Should I tell them those things that she'd done in the past? Umar ibn al-Khattab became enraged. He said, how do you أَتَعْمِدُ إِلَى سِتْرٍ? How do you end up going to a cover, a veil that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed upon a person, and then go and uncover it? Even though Allah is the one that's placed it, He wants these things to be covered, and you go and try to reveal it to people, don't do it. He goes so far and he says, Umar ibn Khattab, out of his anger, and we all know Umar ibn Khattab, every time his sword is right there. So he says that, if you end up doing it, then I'll make you nakalan li ahli al-amsar. I'll make you an example for all of the people that are in all countries across the world. As in, do not uncover and unveil the sins of the people in the past. And this is from justice. When you end up losing that direction of justice, then you end up saying things about people of their past. Someone's left their past. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that will either reward him, or He's the one that will take him to account for his past. He has sought forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fixed his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then who are we to come in the middle of him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, well, you did and you used to and this and that? No. People make tawbah, we don't unveil them. And another phenomenon in our times is that people unveil themselves. They'll come out on TV and say, I used to be like this and I used to be like that and this and that, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided me, right? These are not things that are to be said. If you have committed a sin, then you hide those sins, you protect those sins, you protect them from being revealed to other people, because these are not some things that a person should be happy about. And sometimes people are actually boastful. Brother, you don't know what I used to do in my past, man. No, don't do that, Habibi. If you did something in your past, keep it to yourself. If you can hide it, keep it to yourself. If it's been hidden, nobody knows about it, keep it to yourself. It's not something to be boastful about. Your past, if it's evil, then how do you boast in front of people about something evil that you've done? I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq to practice, to convey, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be able to say those things that are absolutely just, even if it happens to be someone we either love too much or someone we hate too much. Jazakumullahu khairan for listening. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.